Hey gang, Bearded Coffee Monkey here with my top 10 tips and tricks that I feel are hidden, kind of not too obvious to the regular player. But you may know some of these, but I'm guessing there's at least one thing I'm going to mention that you didn't know about or that you'll find useful. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the Fortnite tip experience. To start off with, let's do some keybinds. When you're dropping bombs, they kind of show up in a little cluster cloud. They're all grouped up. You can right mouse button and change them into a line formation. Right mouse button again and they go back to the way they were, but you can switch between the cluster bomb and the line bomb at a click of a button. For PC, it is the right mouse button. For Xbox and for PS4, it is the right button. It's the same one that you use to rotate a building piece. Next one is spotting enemies. You can spot creatures with the middle mouse button. This puts a skull over their head, kind of like a raid tool. And this is visible to all your teammates through structures, through trees, and any obstructions, so they know where the bad guy is and where to focus their attention. If you hear that scream and don't know where it is, you tag that baby and everyone knows just who the primary target is. So for the PC, it's the middle mouse button. And for the Xbox and PS4, it is pressing down on the right stick. Mark those creatures. Number 3 is crafting ammo on the fly. If you find yourself in the middle of a firefight, you're running out of ammo, don't feel like opening up your inventory screen and doing crafting, you can hold down your reload button. For the PC, it's obviously R to reload, but if you hold it down, it'll continually craft ammo for whatever gun you have in your hand. This is also true for Xbox and PS4. For Xbox, you hold down X, and for PS4, you hold down square. Whichever button you use to reload, just hold it down, and you'll continually be generating ammo for the gun that's in your hand. Number 4, and this is a big tip, this is one I love. Any items that you favorite, it prevents them from going into the collection box or even being recognized by collections. So if you have, say, a gas trap that you've favorited, and you go to collections and it says, hey, there's a gas trap that can fit into one of these slots, you know that's an extra gas trap because otherwise it does not show up. Give it a try yourself. Pick a particular gun you only have one of, go check in the collections box, does not show up. This goes for survivors as well as any weapons or heroes that you have. Anything you want to keep, favorite it, and it won't show up. It's available for collections unless you have duplicates of it. Next one is if you want to go out and farm, you want to kind of just run around, knock down structures, pick up some wood, stone, metal, look for nuts and bolts by yourself. Set yourself up with a private play server. Do yourself a favor. Don't run out there and team up with people and just kind of screw them over by running around and farming while they're trying to get missions accomplished. Do a private play server. Go into a game, run around, grab whatever you want. Mess around, kill things, blow stuff up without bothering other players, Be courteous. If you're going to farm, set yourself a private play server and have at it. Another tip for while you're playing is if you have a mission objective or you have to add blue glow, you can usually add blue glow right off the bat and it'll tell you where the initial attacks are coming from. Don't start the mission. Just add that initial blue glow and you'll see where the initial attack's coming from. This doesn't count for any future attacks that may happen, but at least you know where to best set up your defenses. Speaking of setting up your defenses, it's great to have a clear line of sight. When you've got your base set and you're starting to build around it, obviously you're going to take out trees, rocks, anything that kind of inhibits the line of fire. I know some people put up walls sometimes, and don't do that. You're going to give lobbers something to hide behind, basically. You want to have as much of a big, clear field of fire as possible. This also might mean taking down buildings. If you end up taking out all of the bottom supports, all the bottom walls of a structure, it'll just collapse. There's nothing underneath it, and then they just pop. Gets rid of everything, leaves everything down below for you to clean up, and gives you a nice, big, clear field of fire. Speaking of lobbers throwing things over the wall, if you have somebody throwing things, sometimes you can catch a skull flying through the air, sometimes you can catch a propane tank or something. You can use whatever to shoot them out of the sky. You don't have to just kind of watch them come in. Shoot them out of the sky and then take out that lobber. Something else you're going to want to keep in mind as you're moving through the different levels is leveling up your weapons, your equipment, your traps, and don't evolve them beyond what your current level can handle. If you're in, say, stonewood or plankton, try to keep your guns at the level of the area you're playing in. 1 star is great for stonewood. 2-star is good for Plankerton, because basically those materials are available in those areas. You kind of want to keep it on even keel with where you're playing. So make sure to kind of stay, 1-star early on, 2-star for the next level, 3-star moving up, and make sure that you're able to collect the resources you need to craft your guns. And my final tip, and hopefully everybody knows this, but maybe some don't, survivors are your lifeblood. The thing is, you're going to want to slot as many survivors as you can, because they give you bonuses to your health, to your fortitude, to your assault skills and anything. So get them in there and get those folks leveled up. Every now and then, go in and just kind of tweak and make sure you have the best folks in there. Maybe you've got an epic person who can replace somebody. Maybe you've got a mythic or legendary that fits a certain slot. That's awesome. Keep those guys leveled up. And also, starting off, you want to make sure that the leader matches his leader trait. That's the most important thing. After that, until you have all 7 slots open, the personality doesn't really matter. You're going to want to stick with things like, if you only have 2 slots open, throw some folks in there who have health, and they give you a health bonus. If you have 3 slots open, throw in there for ability damage or range damage, the little bullet, the little wrench. Try to group them together and give yourselves whatever bonuses for whatever slots you have available. And eventually down the line, you're going to get more characters, more survivors, more leaders, and be able to craft yourself a better set of survivors. But just make sure you open those slots up in your skill trees and drop folks in there, because every little bit helps. And this helps your character in-game. Okie doke, those are my top 10 kind of hidden tips. I hope you found at least one thing that made you go, whoa, I didn't know that. If you did, leave a comment below. Let's discuss it. If you have a tip or something that you feel people should know, please, by all means, drop it in below. I might do another video with, player suggested items, and let's spread the Fortnite knowledge. All right, take care. I'll catch you next video. Remember, whatever you're doing, no matter whatever you're playing, always have fun. Take care.